What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com.
Here are my daily fantasy football picks for NFL Week 2 top DFS picks.
These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button
And hit that bell icon
so you don't miss our new videos.
In this video, I'm going to go over my top DFS picks for NFL Week 2. And if you stay to the very end after all my picks and after I show you the Draft Dashboard tools, I'll give you my super secret sleeper pick that no one's talking about. Okay guys, this is for the 13-game main slate that starts on Sunday afternoon. Okay, who do we have at the quarterback position? I like Tom Brady from the New England Patriots playing the Miami Dolphins, who have the worst defense overall, and they gave up the absolute most fantasy points to opposing quarterbacks. The Dolphins got smoked by the Baltimore Ravens. We're now using Week 1 data so you can see the snap count and the percentage of time that they touched the ball while they were on the field. Those numbers are really handy. You can see here that Tom Brady took 100% of the snaps and he touched the ball 51% of the time. So that's when he drops back to pass or runs the ball when the ball's in his hands. And he scored 29 fantasy points in a beating that he put on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And Tom Brady gets Antonio Brown here in Week 2. So that's a huge upgrade at wide receiver. He's projected at 18.8 fantasy points here in Week 2 and a $6,400 DraftKings salary. $1,400 more on FanDuel. So I like Tom Brady plus Antonio Brown versus this awful Miami defense.
Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching.
If you want to enter the drawing for $100 PayPal,
all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won.
And then we'll send you $100 PayPal.
So it's that easy?
And we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video.
So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you.
Okay, who do we have at the running back position? Now I think this might be a controversial pick, but hear me out on this one. I like Derrick Henry from the Tennessee Titans playing the Indianapolis Colts, who gave up the 7th most fantasy points overall, and they gave up the absolute most fantasy points to opposing running backs. So this is a great matchup for Derrick Henry, and he scored 29 fantasy points off of 19 rushes and 2 targets. He was a beast on the field. He surprised a lot of people. He's got a home matchup, a plus matchup. He was on the field for 59% of the snaps, and during that time, he touched the ball 58% of the time. So that's a high snap count, a high touch total. So it's either you think Week 1 was a fluke, or you think there might be something to this hot start by Derrick Henry in this great matchup here in Week 2. And he's only $6,000 DraftKings salary and $1,500 more on FanDuel. So I think there was something to that hot start. So I like Derrick Henry here versus the Indianapolis Colts. Real quick guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all the tools for NFL, MLB is still going, NBA is right around the corner. This is a great time to get in and try everything for 1 month. The tools are all about saving research time. You can see the last 3 games, the fantasy points per game, the targets they got per game so you can see how involved they are in the offense, the rushes they got per game. Seeing all this stuff on one screen helps you save time and make better picks. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups. Okay, who do we have at the wide receiver position? I like Danny Amendola for the Detroit Lions playing the LA Chargers, who are the 14th worst defense overall, and they gave up the 13th most fantasy points to opposing wide receivers. Danny Amendola scored 26 fantasy points off of 13 targets. He was on the field for 53% of the snaps, and he touched the ball 28% of the time during those snaps. Danny Amendola is only $3,900 DraftKings salary and $1,500 more on FanDuel. So this is a home game, and this is a skilled player who who looks like he's going to be utilized quite a bit over there in the Detroit offense. So I like Danny Amendola here versus the LA Chargers. Okay, moving on to the tight end position. I like Evan Ingram from the New York Giants playing the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills appear to have a pretty good defense, but they didn't play a very good team in week 1, and they only had to defend 4 passes to the tight end position. Now, Evan Ingram got 14 targets and he scored 32 fantasy points. He was on the field for 77% of the snaps and touched the ball 26% of the time. He's projected at 11.9 fantasy points here this week. He's $5,200 DraftKings salary and $1,200 more on FanDuel. It looks like he's going to be Eli Manning's security blanket. I love the volume and the production, so I like Evan Ingram here versus the Buffalo Bills.
If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. You've unlocked the bonus content.
Okay guys, my super secret sleeper pick for week 2 is Rex Burkhead from the New England Patriots playing the Miami Dolphins, who have the worst defense overall, and they gave up the second most fantasy points to opposing running backs. Rex Burkhead scored 14 fantasy points off of 8 rush attempts and 8 targets. He's only $3,800 DraftKings salary and only $800 more on FanDuel. So this is a fantastic matchup, and Sony Michel didn't look to do much last game. So they may continue to ride Rex Burkhead in a game that could be a blowout. So that favors him even more as a backup running back. So I like Rex Burkhead here versus the Miami Dolphins.
Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smiggity smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite
player for this NFL slate.
I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again and good luck.